Look, I think Trump is more from my world than he is from politics. You know, he's one of us. He's a showbiz guy.
He's an entertainer.
He's an entertainer. So I feel like we're responsible for him.
Yeah, but you know what I hear? I hear this making his way into your routine.
I don't think so. I think I think I said everything I need to say about Donald Trump. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here's where I felt a little bit bad because a lot of people got mad at me and they said, just shut up. Just shut your mouth. Don't tell me. You know, a lot of times when you say, don't tell me what to think, right? I'm not telling anybody what to think. I'm expressing myself during an election year.
You're telling them what you think.
Yeah, that's right. But I did come into their lives through the funny ha-ha door, and then I took a big political serious on their table. So I get being irritated. I get it. I get why people would be irritated with my having written that. It's not what I do best. It's not what I'm known for. It's not what I'm asked about. You know what I mean? I mean, if you invited somebody to your house because you knew they were really funny and fun, and then they just said all this stuff, you'd be like, what are you doing to me? So I get why people got irritated. It's interesting to me, a lot of liberals got mad because I suggested that maybe conservatives and liberals have equal value and that they should each have a shot at running the government.
Right.
I mean, that's just the way that I was raised. I came from Mexico. When I was a little kid, I lived in Mexico. Right. And I remember coming to America and discovering it as a little boy from another country. And the idea of democracy and free speech was just an incredible thing to me. And it's still, I look at it with wide open eyes. I'm very innocent that way. And the way I look at the world is that I feel a certain way about how the country should be run, but not everybody feels the way I do. So when there's enough of me to push the election over to our side, we get a president for a while. Yeah. But the other side, who feels differently than I do, they should get an equal shot. Because it's not all my country, it's a lot of people's country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course I do.
So democracy shouldn't, some people think democracy means I always get things the way I want them. Well, I don't look at it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, democracy means sometimes I'm really frustrated with the way the government works. Then I know it's working right. That's the way I look at it, and I'm in my 40s, and so to me, Obama's a liberal. He's a liberal president. To some people, he's a huge conservative. It depends on how you look at it. Everybody looks at it differently. But I don't think Trump is any of these things. I think Trump is a guy who will dismantle the actual process. That's the only reason I said something. I'm not known for making political statements. I've never done this before. I have no track record of running my mouth politically.
Will you do it again?
No, I probably won't. But the reason I did in this case was because this isn't about I believe in the liberal cause and I want a liberal. It was because this guy feels like he could chuck it all away, and he's even saying he wants to. He's saying he wants to make it that you can sue people for writing something you didn't like. Yeah. You know, it's insane. So anyway, I shouldn't have said even what I said now, but
but you did.
I shouldn't have written it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You don't mean that.
No, not at all. No.
The one thing I truly resent about my children is that they don't respect sleep. They don't. They don't give a shit. My kids get me up at 6 o'clock in the mother cunting morning. They get me up at 6 fucking fart on a kitten's twat o'clock in the morning. That's how early. I don't have to get up till 7 to get them to school, but they wake me up because they're awake. And I understand it's because they're excited about life still. When they wake up, they're like, and they want to tell me they're alive. Daddy, look, it's all still here. I'm like, I know, I'm trying to run out the clock and die. Please let me sleep. And at 6 in the morning, I am sleeping, man. I am sleeping a beautiful sleep. I am sleeping a deep, dark African sleep. I am fathoms deep in a river of warm chocolate, just and sleep is like an ancient with 20 tongues just blowing me like perfectly. and she's speaking a dead language. Oh, fuck yes, please. And she's feeding syrupy heroin into my while she's oh, fuck, that's so good. I don't care if I never come. This is so good. Daddy! No, 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 no. Daddy! No! I walk around my apartment. I can never see out of my right eye till about 10 a.m. It's totally clouded. I have a doctor friend, I told him that, he's like, I've never heard of that. Just... what was that? Oh, I have two. Why the did I do that? That was dumb. Why did I that lady all those years ago? Could be sleeping right now. I love sleep. I love it. When I'm on the road, I sleep. Last week, I slept 12 hours one night. 12 hours, that feels good. It's a little too long. If you sleep 12 hours, you go a little too far in. If you sleep 12 hours, you have weird dreams. Because you only need 8 hours to dream properly. For 8 hours, your dreams are your brain working. Because all day, you're walking around, your brain's just trying to run your legs and your arms and shit and your lungs, and then there's just like new iPods and people and shit, and after a while, you're like, shut it down! And they're all in your brain going, fuck, that was crazy, and they're just clean. Man, what a day. And for 8 hours, your dreams are your brain taking your memories and your crazy thoughts and your fears and putting them in order. After 8 hours, if you stay asleep, your brain looks at you like, all right, you want to see some shit? I mean, if you want to fuck around, I'll show you some shit. I got some shit here. You want to find out who you really are? You sure you want to hang around for the late show? Because this gets fucked up now. Yeah, maybe you forgot about this! My dreams are always something really weirdly repetitive and small and upsetting. Like the other night, my dream was Gene Hackman making me put a rock in a bag over and over again. That was the whole dream. Put a rock in that bag. Put another rock in the bag. I wake up with just pee all over me. That's what I live for, sleep and food. I don't really care about anything else.
I always wonder, is hell like organized? Is it clear where you're supposed to go? Is there like a schedule to your damnation? Sir, please don't I know only I'm the only one that hears it, but this guys, really, I'm so close to finishing the show, and when you talk, I hear it in my ear, and it fucks up my timing, and it makes my job hard. So could you not talk during my act, please? It's only 10 more minutes. I am talking. I'm looking right in your face. Why would I be talking? Do you share eyes with another person?
Last thing you can do is share hair.
What's that?
Last thing you can do is share hair.
The last thing I could do is share hair. That is the heckle I have ever heard in my life. That is the dumbest thing any human being has ever said to me in my entire life. One time I was walking down the street in New York and this guy walked up to me and went, dude. And that made a lot more sense than that heckle. The last thing I could do is share hair. Why don't you just say you're bald and ugly. That would have made... There was a weird way around the baldness. Wait a minute, he said share, so I'm going to say hair. You can't share hair. It's the last thing you can do. That's how little hair you have. All right, good luck with that, sir. Good luck with that. Whatever you're going to do.
I pull my pants up.
You'd pull your pants up? If you were me, you would pull your pants up. That now just became the dumbest thing anybody ever said. This is remarkable. You're like Mark McGuire breaking a record and taking it to the next level. That was amazing. What's that? I don't have an act planned? I've been doing my act for 40 minutes, you daft cunt. What the are you talking about? I don't have an act planned? I've been trying to do it, but you're in my ear. I asked so nicely for you to be quiet. Really nicely. It's only 10 minutes left. It's hardly worth it. People hate you. People that don't know you hate you. That can't feel very good. All right, let's take the hostility down. I'm sorry I called you a daft cunt. I really am. I'm seriously sorry. I don't like talking like that to nobody. I'm not sorry, sir, that I said your words were dumb, because they were. That doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you odd. All right. I like this energy. This is interesting. Let me I swear to God, the next thing I'm going to do is funny. So just watch it. You'll miss the show. You could go anywhere and talk to your friends. What's that? Okay. I will. What's that? What's that, sweetheart? What'd you say?
I think Aaron Jackson was absolutely wonderful.
That's great. So do I. Let's give Aaron a nice round of applause. He's a funny comedian. Weird, positive thing in the middle of all that. You're not funny. You're no good. But I happen to think that Elton John's very talented.
Hey, I bet you got a redhead teddy nipple too.
You bet I have a redheaded teddy nipple? Alright. Are they leaving? Alright, good. That's good. Alright, sir. Hope you're,
Maryland representing. You look like the 18th hole in Hagerstown, man. That's all I can say.
None of these things.
Turn around and let everybody represent. Get out, redneck.
Sir? Turn around. I just want to know how that fucking works. Like, I just turn around and let everyone represent. All right, everybody, come on, everybody represent. Everybody represent. Thank you. That was excellent advice. All right. I don't know. It happens. People get excited. They get upset. I think they were just ashamed because they realized they were hurting the show, and I told them in a very unfunny way, and they're just like, they felt ashamed, so they decided to be rude. People is so weird. Okay. I was in the hotel checking in. I had another weird run-in with a strange person. And it was this kid. He was 8 years old. And he's standing there. Really... This just happened the other day, so I don't know if it's really funny, but I was standing, waiting to check in, and there's this kid, and he's like, just like, he's retarded. I don't know what, he's just really up. Whatever the way is that he's up, he's going like, and the whole thing. And I'm trying to be a good citizen and liberal and just looking straight ahead. That's what you do, right? You go, I don't see that. You have to pretend that ain't there. oh, it's just a child going, okay, I have no problem. And then he notices me and starts being like retarded at me. He's going like, and I'm like, fuck, please don't. And I got sweat pouring down my back because I don't want to see reacting. Nobody wants. And then all of a sudden his father, who's standing there, goes, Johnny, cut it out. And he goes, sorry. He's fine. Nothing wrong with him. Perfectly normal. Little mother. Had to kick him right in his little tiny nuts.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
It's always weird starting to talk, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to do this all day. You have to talk to people and make conversations and stuff.
That's right.
I couldn't do that, I don't think.
No?
I have a hard time talking to people in my building, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's sad, though, because you want to make a connection with another human being, and you end up talking about the weather,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is a cop-out, you know? Like the guy I always see in my elevator, this guy, I don't know, it's a fat guy from the 5th floor.
Right.
And I'll never know his name. I'll die, I won't know his name. But I see him, and we get in the elevator, and we have that moment where you go, you know, because you've seen another...
Yeah.
You've seen the person enough times to go, ah. And there's that moment, then there's potential there to make a connection with a human being. You know, maybe we'll say something to each other, and then, it's cold out. And then you have a competition of who can say the most stupid thing about the weather.
Yeah.
You know, like, wow, I can't believe only 8 months ago it was 50 degrees outside. You know, just, ugh. But what if you didn't talk about the weather? What if you didn't go there and you just let the moment linger, and somebody would maybe say something? You got in the elevator, you're like, I haven't talked to my father in 8 years.
Yeah.
It just would...
Yeah, that's...
Maybe.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, I see. Well, how's the tour going? No, it's going. It seems to be going great. Yeah.
I'm all over the road,
Yeah.
and I like it. I mean, I don't care about being on the road. I don't care where I am.
Right.
I don't care. I've been traveling for a living for 25 years, so I don't care. I mean, do you ever
No,
go like, wow, I'm in Miami, or you don't care,
Because
right?
you're never in Miami. You go,
No.
you walk through the back door, you say hi to the busboy, the guy shines a light in your eye, you do your act, and you get out of town. Right, exactly.
That's it. So the hotel and the theater, I don't care. And some places they want you to care. Like I go to Chicago, and they're always like, oh, you got. I go, no, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't gotta do the thing. No, but you totally. No, I'm not gonna do that either. I don't care. I do it for. I don't do it for the money either, really.
Right.
Although I love money.
You love the money.
I love it.
The fancy clothes? Is
Yes.
that what it? Yeah.
Or is it? That's right. I spend the money. I don't save it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in saving money. I think it's arrogant.
It's arrogant to save money.
Yeah. Because you could die.
Yeah.
And it's like holding in a breath, like breathing. I'm not letting it out. I worked hard for this. You know.
Right.
I don't. And it's not a good attitude because I have children.
Yeah.
And I should be saving for them, and I'm way not.
Not saving?
No, it's really bad. I'm so not preparing for their future or even near present.
Wow.
I'm not. They have no idea how close to oblivion they are right now. If I die tonight, they'll be homeless tomorrow morning.
Wow.
Yes. They'll get both pieces of news at the same time.
Oh, man, that's a horrible
Your
thing.
daddy's dead, and get your and get out.
Wow.
Because,
No, so why work so much if money is not an issue?
here's the thing. Why should they get the money?
Yeah.
I did the shows. Why do they get the money?
Right, yeah.
I don't believe in it. I don't believe in raising your kids rich.
Right.
Is the worst thing you can do for them, or really more for the people that they're going to impact later in life.
Yeah.
Because there's no way somebody who's raised rich is not going to be a piece of human being. There's just no
really?
way. I mean, I know that's a wrong, bigoted thought.
Right.
But I keep it.
Yeah.
You know? Like you have some relatives that are a little racist, and you're like, well, I can't not have her over for Thanksgiving. She's 94. What am I going to change her now, you know? So I have certain thoughts like that I shouldn't have. Like that if you're rich, you're definitely a piece of
Right.
I mean, if you're raised rich, if you get rich through work.
That's okay.
But if you were a kid that was given a Porsche when he was 17,
Right, that's
what are
bad.
the chances, oh, he's so sage and cool, that guy who got a free sports car when he was a child.
Yeah.
I don't believe, like, and it's why the world is a little messed up, because until like a minute ago, historically, the rule was that if the king died, his kid got to run the country. That's the craziest system. The king is dead. Who of the whole nation can we count on to move us forward? Well, there's Copernicus. He's really smart. Nah. Let's see. The king's son is 17. He's been living in a castle and raping chambermaids for 3 years. Let's let him run everything. He drinks chocolate for dinner. You know?
Drinks chocolate for dinner?
He drinks chocolate for dinner and rapes chambermaids.
Is that what rich people do? They drink chocolate?
Yes, that's what they do. He should run the whole place, and then his kid after him. It just gets better and better. So I don't believe in that.
Look, we'll take a break.
Oh, okay.
And we'll...
Should I say?
Oh, man. Welcome back. Talk with Louis C.K. So you still like doing the road?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's my job.
Yeah.
And it's a heavy responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, I mean, people wouldn't think comedy is a responsibility, but it is. Because a lot of jobs you affect one person at a time, but I affect sometimes thousands of people.
Okay.
And that's a lot. I mean, if you make an audience unhappy, you're sending them angry back to their community.
That's it. Yeah.
And sometimes it's a lot of people. I did a theater last. I mean, right now we're responsible for about 1 million people watching this show.
I hope it's more than that.
This work. Yeah, I don't know how much it is.
Okay.
Over 1 million people.
If it's 1 million, we're canceled.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
5.5.
Really?
Yeah.
5.5 million people are watching, so that means that we're responsible for them having a good time.
Right.
That we could change history by being even boring.
Okay.
Like we could change it. There's enough people watching that it's a sample of someone watching right now will probably die tonight. That's how many people are watching.
Right.
So, like that's enough people that statistically speaking, you can be pretty sure not those whole viewing audience is going to make it out of this calendar day.
That's right.
They're going to watch me. Oh, and that's going to be the end of it.
That's right. And
Their
holiday
last
time.
decision is going to be to not stick around for Jimmy Fallon or
Right.
whatever it is.
Gotcha.
That's going to be the end of or to watch or whatever.
Right.
So that's a heavy responsibility.
That's a big responsibility.
And I take it. It's my job.
Yeah.
I think you should do your job.
Right.
I think a lot of people don't do their job because they don't like their job. I don't get that. You know, like if you go to like a coffee place and the kid looks at you like, I'm like, I didn't come to your house to ask you for coffee. It's a coffee place.
You work here.
Your clothes match the building. I had a right to expect. And you're closer. You know, you're closer to the coffee machine. I don't know why, and I need coffee. I don't know why someone wouldn't want their job to go really well.
Right.
And I think usually it's because they're 20. Because they're 20-year-old douchebags that don't want to do...
Right.
I am prejudiced against 20-year-olds.
Right. Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because 19, you're still your parents' fault.
Right.
20, you're technically an adult, but you still haven't done anything. Right. Like 20-year-olds at their jobs are always like, this job. Yes, that's why we gave it to you.
Right. That's right.
Because you're 20. You're 20 years old, you haven't done anything. You've just been up resources. You've just been taking food and love and education and iPods and just taking it and judging it. Yeah, I like that. You're like a big orange on a tree that's rotting, and the tree's like, get off. What? Where do I want to go? Like you're hanging on. If you're 20, you definitely have never done a thing for anybody.
Right.
Yes, you went to Guatemala on a school trip, and they told you helped, but you totally did not help.
Right.
You were a way bigger pain in the ass. You got your picture on Facebook with a shovel, and they got screwed. They hate you now.
Well, how are your children doing? Are they all right? How are they?
My kids are good.
Yeah.
I mean, on paper, they're great. They're two little white girls in America.
Right.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
Sometimes I look at it that way. I look at them, I'm like, you can't say anything.
Yeah.
You're doing awesome.
Right.
Just boilerplate, great lives. I gave my daughter medicine the other day, and it was bubblegum flavored, so that she'll take it.
Bubblegum flavored medicine?
Yeah, you get like Tylenol, it's bubblegum flavored.
Oh, it's not methadone or anything. It's
No, it's bubblegum flavored. I gave her, she had a fever, Tylenol, bubblegum flavored, and she goes, ew. I'm like, you, ew. You can't say ew. I'm sorry. It's medicine.
It's medicine, right, exactly.
It's medicine. Most children don't have medicine.
Right.
Most children in the world, they get sick, they die on a rock with a bear eating them. That's how they handle it.
Right.
And, oh, he's got a sniffle, ring the bear bell and put him outside, whatever they do. You're a little white girl in America. You wear clothes made by children your age professionally. You don't get to say ew about your bubblegum medicine.
I never heard of bubblegum medicine.
Well,
I mean, you got the holidays coming up. Are you doing any plans?
no,
you seem like a very holiday guy.
Look, and I just want to say I'm not trying to say that if you're white you can't complain.
Right.
I'm just saying that if you're black you get to complain more.
Right.
Because you can't. There you go.
Don't tell the band that. Yeah.
Because you can't, that's right. You can't take people's, like, historical context away from them. And everybody wants us to. Like, white people are always like, come on, it wasn't us. Like, they want black people to forget everything. Like, every year, white people add 100 years to how long ago slavery was. I've heard educated white people say slavery was 400 years ago. No, it very wasn't. It was 140 years ago. That's two 70-year-old ladies living and dying back to back. That's how recently you could buy a guy.
That's right.
And it's not like slavery ended and then everything has been amazing. Like it just...
I'm glad that's over.
Oh, yeah, it just ended like a clean where you don't have to wipe. Just boom. And then it's just been parades and presents ever since. You gotta remember that if you meet a black person, they have gray hair, they remember a time they weren't allowed to use a certain toilet. So give them a little, time to be cranky. And by the way, white people have our own thing stuff that we went through.
Sure.
That hurt us, that we have to cope with. Like when they took our slaves away. That was really hard for us. And we're still, so it's pretty even.
So it's even.
Yeah.
It's even. All right, be right back with Aaron Wilson. Louis C.K.
The hardest thing about having kids is just the days that you spend with them. That's really the hardest part. It's just every day that you have them is the hardest part of having kids. It's just every day. It's getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which, first of all, I'm not that guy. 6 o'clock in the morning. I have blown off entire careers because of one day I didn't want to get out of bed. Like, I'll just not be that then. I have to, first of all, I got to get them dressed. That's number one, because that's the one that people will notice. That's the only one. If that's the only one that I get done, I'll be okay. Because I can't, if I show up with two naked kids, I'll go to jail. So I have to, but I can not feed them. They're fine. They ate. They're just a little tired. It's fine. And then I got to get them to school, which means walking. The older one goes to kindergarten. It's third grade. Jesus Christ. I just said kindergarten. And she's in third grade. You know what's even worse? She's not. She's in second grade.
Anyway, so yeah, wolves are like dogs.
Thank you for asking.
Every day you spend with your kids is torture. And it's because I love them. If I didn't love them, I wouldn't matter. I just play poker with my friends, come home later, oh, they're dead. But I love them. I wiped my daughter's ass for the last time on May 13th of 2008. And I remember this moment because it was a big moment in my life. Because when you have children, they start as babies and they all over the place. But then finally they can use a toilet, but they can't wipe their ass. So you have to wipe their ass. That's the last thing you do for your kid. It's like an intimate bathroom thing, is wipe their ass. And one day it stops. And I remember the day. I said the date, but I don't remember it now because I'm lying. Because I had always wiped her ass all that time, and it's just a thing you do. I didn't even think about it. I said, Daddy, I need a wipe! And then I come in, I'm on the phone, like, yeah, okay. So, anyway, so I wiped her ass one day, and she said, thank you very much, Daddy. I was like, that was a little too eloquent. A thank you for somebody who I just wiped out of her asshole. I want to hear like, thank you, Dada. I don't want to hear like, that was very gracious of you, Father.
So I got 2 kids, 5 and 9, and I love it. I love having kids, but it's hard. It can be very difficult. One thing that's difficult is that they are very different ages, 5 and 9, very different developmental stages. And I have them to myself when I have them. My ex-wife and I split custody. I'm with them half the week. I have to find things that the 3 of us can do together. Now, my 9-year-old can do a lot. She's got a lot of skills, a lot of things she can do. The 5-year-old, not much good at anything, really. And that is not to put her down. She's 5, but she's at pretty much everything. So we can't do things that outclass her abilities. So we have to be all dragged down to her skill level. We're like 3 5-year-olds of different sizes, basically. Because nothing. Let's go for a bike ride on the river. I'm not very confident on my bicycle. Okay, let's just sit and play the card game where no one loses. We went swimming one time, the 3 of us, and that was a nightmare because we're in this pool. There's a deep end, there's a shallow end. The older one is in the deep end, the 9-year-old. She's having a ball, but she's lonely. Who wants to swim by themselves? She's in the deep end doing flipper tricks, and she's like, Daddy, swim with me. And I can't, because I'm in the shallow end with a little one who's clinging to my leg in fear. Don't put me in the water. I'm like, it's to your tits at the highest. Just stand there. It's fine. No, I'm gonna drown. There's sharks. Why would I lie to you? Really? I would put you in and go, ha, you're drowning. I tricked you to death. Really? I'm gonna do that? If I wanted to kill you, I'll wait till you're asleep and go like this for 4 minutes and it's over. Okay? That's how easy it would be to kill you. You should thank me every morning you wake up alive. That's how easy it would be to kill you. I know how to look after you! I'm good at it! You're not dead yet! I love that kid. I love that kid to pieces, but I wish he was never born. That's how it feels in certain tiny moments. Any parent who is honest will tell you that you live with that ambivalence. You just have it. You look at the face of your beautiful, lovely child, and you think 2 things at the exact same time. I love this kid so much that it's changed my whole life. I love other people more because of how much I love her. I love people that had died years ago more. Like my love has traveled time because of how much I love her and she loves me back. She's completely given value to life that didn't exist before, and I regret every decision that led to her birth. That's how it feels.
Daddy!
Hey.
Good morning, Daddy.
Good morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Why are you awake?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry.
Daddy, can we go out to breakfast?
You want to go out to breakfast now?
You had a bad night.
That movie is so gorgeous, and every scene has its own game to it. Every scene is its own movie.
Yeah.
And
sure.
like the scene where with the motorcycle in the middle of the desert, what the fuck are we doing there? And I don't know. Look, the thing with movies like this is sometimes they get you and you're on board, and when they don't, fuck this. But I don't think it's an allegory. I don't think it has an extrapolatable meaning to the rest of the world. It's just what if you took this up? I mean, I don't know how he came up with this story. Like he just wrote the master, a sick, beautifully realized fantasy of a filmmaker who gets into some kind of a fever when he writes a movie and then executes it with extreme conscientious discipline. I don't think it's trying to say anything. I think it's laying a lot of human observation end to end, and it's creating some fantasy. To me, it's not about homoerotic. It's about sexual. They are confused about the difference between friendship, love, and sex, and fatherhood, and all these things. They put them all into each other.
Right.
and they're just linked in a way that they can't be pulled apart from each other. It's like a love affair between a block of ice and a hyena. It's like, why are they connected? But saying homoerotic is like saying there's chemistry between a man and a woman in a movie. It's insignificant. I mean, the movie is a mess of energy and feeling and love and deranged sadism. And I mean, the guy's making gasoline potions and poisoning people. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. That movie is mystifying. I love it. I love it. But when we're this close on an anamorphic lens, beautiful shot of his face watching the guy take off on the motorcycle forever and ever and ever, and we're just watching his face change when he's realizing he's not coming back. It's such a strange scene, and I was like I couldn't. That movie just washed over me. Basically, L. Ron Hubbard on a ship, his which he did it. That was his life. He had a navy of crazy, and that they become pals, and then everything just rattles until there's just the bolts are coming off. But it's serene. The movie's serene. It's slick. The movie's like a Calvin Klein ad. It's so beautifully shot, and Philip is incredible, and Joaquin is incredible in an opposite way. I mean, that's it. I can't find that in my brain, and I can't recognize it in anyone else's. That's what sets PTA apart for me. No one else was going to make. Why the f*** did you make that movie?
Same thing. No, Louis got a great attitude to money. He, I think he says it in Talking Fun. I don't know if we left it in, but we're talking about when Chris is saying you're the blackest white guy ever.
Right. Yes.
Countdown to poverty. Right? And,
how black people, when they get Chris's old bit about how when white people are rich, they're rich, and their kids are rich, and their grandkids. But when a black guy gets rich, it's countdown to when he's poor again.
And
that's what it's like for me, yeah.
But you said
it's melting.
You said you don't see it as your money, you see it as the money.
Yeah, it's the money. It's an element. It's like oxygen.
That's great.
It's not right to hoard it around you. You got to keep circulating it back out into the system.
So you earn money.
That's how the
and
economy
you spend
works.
It.
I spend it right out my asshole. I just buy.
What'd you buy today?
Nothing. It's early. It's only 10:30 in the morning.
You buy gold though. That's smart.
What? Yeah, I bought some gold
thing's
coins.
Smart.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could pay Louis in 3 magic beans, and he'd be happy.
I bought a bunch of gold coins. They were about $900 when I bought them. They're an ounce each, and they're now worth $1,500.
So this is true. You really did buy some gold coins.
I've been to the gold store with
her. Gold bullion coins.
What are you thinking?
I had cash. I got paid in cash for a
So
gig.
You went out and bought some gold coins?
Got some gold coins.
You did? Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. And they're went from $900 to $1,500 each. That's a pretty good
Just a
profit.
weird purchase, though. What else did you get? A horse and a slave?
It is strange.
Right.
That is weird. Did you do it as an investment, or did you think, I wonder if this will work?
What do you mean, if it'll work?
Did you do it as an investment, thinking, I wonder if I can make money of this, or was it a little whim, or?
I just wanted some gold coins.
It was shiny.
And I also knew that gold keeps going up. It always goes up.
How do you know they're real, though? Like, how do you know that honestly 100% legit?
They're American mint. They're U.S. Eagles or Canadian.
What do you think of this as an idea? That I want to do Idiot Abroad 3?
You bite it. You bite the coin.
I want Carl to do this. But Carl's going to do it, we think, right? We're not sure yet. But it's called Fool's Gold. I give him £1 million, and he's got to spend every pound once, and he's got to make another $1 million. And he thinks it's easy.
He thinks
he's got a year. I'll give him £1 million, and he's got to spend it all and make $2 million. So make £1 million.
Once we invest it, he has to buy things that would. He's got to figure some shit out.
And I said, what would you do? He said, first thing, buy some scratch cards. I said, how many? He said 5,000. That was his first. That was his first thing.
5,000 scratch cards.
Yeah.
So $5,000 goes to scratch cards.
Yeah, and then he's just scratching a hat. That's
not terrible.
It's not
terrible odds. If he gets a few 20s in there, a few 40, scratch cards.
You can make some
few $100 once in a while. Yeah.
But here's the thing: if he wins, say $50, they'll say, "Do you want $50, or do you want me to give you 50 more scratch cards?" And that's the mistake everyone makes. That's how they get you. Yep.
I did that once. When I was going, I forgot to buy my family presents, and I went down and I got them all like 10 scratch cards each. Right?
You forgot to buy your family presents?
Yeah, well, I was late. I forgot. Yeah. And the kids, there was like these nephews, like 10-year-olds, you know, winning a fiver and then going down the shop and getting
from like the smoked cigarette shop?
Exactly.
Wow.
They're addicted now. The smoked cigarette shop.
Yeah, the smoked cigarette shop. Whatever the English retards call it. Whatever these worthless people call their version of it.
How many people did he offend in that English retards? Just in that
two
one
exactly. Really one. They're all over there.
Oh,
every retarded person is in England. It's true.
Oh God.
Good story, Louis. We'll have to phonies. I don't know if we have time to tell it now. It's Opie and Anthony, Louis C.K. in studio. His HBO special comes out on DVD in a week.
June 26th.
June 26th.
Shameless.
Nice. Tuesday.
That's right.
Everything comes out on a Tuesday.
That's right.
It's going to do very well with our audience.
I hope so.
I guess you. It's a good story. You got into a text battle with Mancow.
Yeah, Mancow. I'd been on his show in Chicago before, and he liked me, and he took my phone number, so I always get these texts from him saying, hey, I'm going to be on Fox News, like he promotes to me and his other text pals, I guess. And and when Imus went off the air, the first thing he wrote to me was, I'm going to get Imus's job. That's what he really wants.
Oh, yeah.
Job.
And then when he didn't get Imus's jobs, by the way, he's blaming us because he's basically saying now to the people that will still listen to him and think that he's not full of crap.
Yeah, they don't like me over there because I don't support Opie and Anthony.
I trashed Opie and Anthony. That's why they didn't give me the Imus station.
Yeah, that's why.
He just lies through his teeth.
He also said that CBS. I just saw something. I think it was either on. Online or in one of the newspapers. It was some that's what it was. Some real small town local yokel newspaper thing that was online. And he said that they offered him the job that we have right now. The one that replaced David Lee Roth after he replaced Stern.
Right.
They offered him that job, CBS.
Yeah.
And I turned it down because I didn't want to go to New York.
Yeah, that's
what you don't want to do.
Yeah, but he would have come here to. But so then I saw him on Hannity when you guys got suspended. I saw him on Hannity and Combs saying they should be thrown off the air. They're terrible people.
Liberals. Yeah,
and here's to me,
they're liberals. Yeah.
Nothing makes me madder than a guy who's a radio personality. Hoping for somebody else to get censored.
Exactly.
It's the most disgusting, especially because he just wants the airtime for himself.
Of course
and he doesn't think that's going to bite him in the ass. Like 2 years from now, he's going to say fart and get fired.
And get
he
fired
doesn't know that it's going to get worse. And so I wrote him a little text just responding to his latest self-promotion and said, lose my phone number. I don't like you. You're full of BS. I saw you on Hannity and Combs. Go to hell. And he wrote back and said, hey, we're all full of BS.
Sure.
I'm looking forward to having you on my show and promoting your next project, like trying to remind me that somehow he's bread on my butter.
Yeah.
And I wrote back and said, no, really, lose my number. Don't write me anymore. You're disgusting.
Yes.
And we went back and forth a few times.
Louis C.K. get his HBO special on DVD this coming Tuesday.
Right. Louis doesn't mince his texts.
And buy my stuff. If you don't hear it here, I'll be promoting on Mancow now.
Yeah, he's full of crap, and I think people are finally seeing what he's really about. Self-promotion, doesn't give a crap who he's going to roll over to get there, and doesn't realize that they're going to come after him next.
Of course they are. He's a liar. He just lies.
He's had so many more FCC fines than we ever had.
Mm-hmm.
He's done despicable things in his career, but he wants to make believe he's not about that anymore.
No, and the great thing was that Sean Hannity defended you guys. He was like not letting him do it. He's going, people can change the channel if they want. And Sean Hannity is a conservative.
Yep.
But he's rational.
Yeah, Sean Hannity was great as far as our situation goes. Yeah. He was a sane voice on TV, and greatly appreciate that.
The only one.
We actually got to talk to him about the whole thing a couple weeks ago. He's a stand-up guy.
He's a good guy, man.
He didn't. Whatever.
Hannity.
We could get into it another day when we have a little more time.
My daughter was having a dance thing at her school. They had this big dance. Anyway, we all went, all the parents, and everybody's there, and everybody's got their phone. Every single parent. It was an amazing thing to watch, because kids are dancing, and every parent is standing there like this. Every single person was blocking their vision of their actual child with their phone. And the kids, I went over by the stage, and the kids, there's people holding iPads in front of their faces. It looked like we're all in the witness protection program. Like the kids can't see their parents. And everybody's watching a shitty movie of something that's happening 10 feet. Like, look at your kid. The resolution on the kid is unbelievable. If you just look, it's totally HD. Why are you taping this? You're never gonna watch it. In a million years, you're not gonna watch videos of your kids do you missed the first time it happened. You don't watch it, you just put it on Facebook. Here, you watch it. I want to take a nap now. And then you get to read all the comments. Oh my God! It's so cute! And guess what? They're not watching it either. They're not watching the video. These kids are dancing for no one. Nobody watches the videos on your Facebook. They see the first frame of a kid and they go, that's very nice. Okay, back to this. Nobody's watching your kids' videos on Facebook, I promise you. I'll prove it to you. Next time you tape your kids dance, take 1 second of it and then add 20 minutes of just your own Just go in the bathroom and just record your own anus opening and closing for 20 minutes. Tack it on to your kid dancing for a second. Put that on Facebook. Everybody will write the same thing. That's adorable. I think I see a future star. Don't tape shit on your...
I saw Seinfeld just looking over at you more and more, thinking, this guy's good.
Well, Jerry, he used to kind of haze me a lot because we knew each other when I was
Why do you
fucking
keep
18.
writing new material?
Why do you keep getting bigger
the same hour
when I'm sort of the same as I was before?
Have you ever noticed socks? I want my feet not to have shoes, but I need something between me and the floor.
But I have enormous awe, respect for Jerry and Chris and you. I mean, when I saw The Office, I wouldn't have said it. You think I felt like I had to? I would have loved if I didn't feel it inside.
Then you would have seen how those things hurt.
How fun that would have been to say I had enormous respect for Jerry and Chris, and then just watch your eyes kind of notice it. Yeah. I would have loved that. I can't do it.
Or you could have just said Jerry, Chris, and Bob Kelly and humiliated me too.
Right.
How smart is Jerry, though, that he's the one that got Larry David in the middle of all the comedy boom and all? He was the one that I created a show with Larry David, which was Larry, you write, and I'll do my acting.
And Larry couldn't get arrested back then. Larry
but
was
to be able to
struggling.
recognize that,
But
to be able to
get
get that.
Would you sound like you know that Larry did more of the heavy lifting? With
No, I think
Larry
the
was
stuff
his
that he wrote.
show.
He
It was
wrote
his
all
show.
the.
Seinfeld was all Larry.
Yeah, you
I didn't know that. I assumed it was.
Oh, you could tell.
Well, I mean, Jerry.
Now that we know who Larry is.
It came from Jerry's.
Who asked you?
Oh, sorry. Why don't you shut your mouth?
Yeah,
sorry.
what the fuck?
This is exactly like The View. I'm going to say whenever I'm talking, if someone says, what the fuck are you talking?
Hearing Seinfeld, you said something interesting about how comedy is empathy. And I thought, wow, he's right. And then Seinfeld goes, no, it's not.
No, it's just
and then I was like, fuck, that's actually a good point by Seinfeld.
I don't know. I think it is empathy. I think you have to like someone. I think you have to understand what they're saying. I think everything has to be personified. You can't make jokes about the inanimate. But he was saying you are above the audience.
The what?
About the inanimate.
The inanimate?
Inanimate. Something that
I didn't hear the T at the end.
Oh, right, sorry.
Maybe to laugh at somebody, you have to like them. But, Seinfeld is a weird... He doesn't really fit into... Every comic has something wrong with them that I know. Like, they're sex addicts, or drug addicts, or gamblers. And with him, I can't figure out what his psychosis or problem
We'll find out after he dies. It'll all come out.
It certainly will. His computer will be open.
Got one. I don't buy that you have to be... You have to, have visibly something wrong with you. I think you have to be aware of your own inadequacies and play on them. But I don't think you have to wear it on your sleeve.
Not necessarily, but every comic I know has something wrong with them. They don't even necessarily. Hold on, I'm having a pissing match here. They don't have to. They don't have to wear it on their sleeve, but they actually all have something.
Seinfeld said you have to be above the audience.
Yeah.
No. He said no.
That's what Bob said.
No. Wait.
Got your coffee. Boom, you get some money.
No, what he was. I was saying that you can't be above the audience. You have to sort of fall over for their pleasure. Right. In a way, you have to put yourself below the audience, show them you've had a worse day than them. Yeah. Funny. He was saying, but you're already above them because you've got the mic. They're all looking at you. You're the only one talking.
Right.
I thought it was. I think
Jerry also, he doesn't look at, I mean, you have this really humane version of comedy, and it comes from sort of like Laurel and Hardy and Chaplin and stuff.
Yeah,
like he's lovable. But Jerry is a technician. He's about the jokes. Jerry looks at comedy like music. Like he used to tell me he was like just playing a horn.
It's dots on paper.
He just likes to he gets off on the material. He gets off heavily on the material and how he does it. And he is, when I was young, I used to open for Jerry. When I was like 18, 19, I got to open for him in one gig in Boston, and he liked me, so he took me to a bunch. And it was an enormous experience because I kind of didn't think when I was that age, like he wasn't my favorite guy. I liked Stephen Wright, and I liked Carlin and Pryor. And I thought he was good, but I didn't really know of him that much. But watching him do, hour-long shows and theaters, and this is before he had his show. When he was just a top-rank heavyweight comic, watching him do that, the guy is a virtuoso. He is like a great, like Vladimir Horowitz. He's a genius,
and he's so
putting on a comedy show. He works so hard for his audience.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but he's almost professorial about it as well. He's got everything worked out.
He's in control. He's very much into being in control, and we identified that too on the show. That like like when he did my joke about the vacation going around the car, he did it in this very controlled,
and it was like a
Seinfeldian
wasn't
way.
It was that rhythm.
That's my vacation.
What I was saying that Louis,
when I do it,
he's angry. Yeah. We're laughing at him because he can't get it out.
I'm
We're laughing
sweating,
at
and I'm sweating, and I'm sputtering.
I mean, they're there. Yeah. They're all there. They're all sort of disguised and hidden. But we're laughing at a man's breakdown. We're feeling it more viscerally. We're not looking at the dots on paper. And I think that a lot with comedians, when you see the comedians, and they could be great one-liner with the puns, but you feel that you haven't learned about them. You feel that you could read them out yourself and get just as good a laugh.
Well, there's almost no right answer. That's what it's like.
Why would there be?
When you look at Pryor and Carlin, I think they're the two greatest, and they were completely different. Pryor was extraordinarily personal. Carlin told you nothing personal, but was still an observational genius and a social genius. And Pryor was too, but he did it through a person. They both took different vehicles to get to the same place.
Well, also, Carlin did bits, and he worked them out. He had really well-phrased stuff. And Pryor would just talk. Pryor would just talk, but he would hit beautiful moments that were precise for him.
Yeah. Carlin said he really turned the corner when he said he used to say, "I'm a comedian that writes his own material," and then he started saying, "I'm a writer who performs his own material," and he realized he was writing essays. And he was doing a one-man show in like 4 pieces. Yeah. Like a bit about Earth, and he would just do a one-man show.
That's right.
I tried to do that when I started off. It's too hard.
Yeah.
It's too hard. So now I just get bits and I pretend to work them together like
that.
You
had the best quote in Esquire, and you said, Laurel and Hardy is like the basic root of comedy is Laurel and Hardy. It's never been improved upon. I'd be so much better off if I wasn't with this idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't improve that.
No, that's what it's about.
Ever since you said that, they just started showing it like on these bizarre channels, and I watch it and I go, but it's Ricky Gervais.
But it's even deeper than that, because it's like the blind leading the blind. They both think they'd be better off without the other one. And one is more stupid than the other one because he thinks he's cleverer than the other one.
I have nothing to say to you.
It's lovely. It's just lovely. It's just great. And see, Louis stand-up, I think, is good because he's really sort of like a threat, because he shambles out like an underdog whose life's falling apart, but then he's really clever, and his targets are all correct, even though they don't look like they are. They're all correct targets. He goes after
retard in England.
Well, that's what you say about being above it, or I'm hung up on the empathetic. So are you though. The jokes you make, they're clearly, actually, if they look cruel, they're not. They're not at all.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think people know that I'm being an asshole.
Of course.
I don't mind people thinking I'm an asshole.
Yeah, but they get it. They get it on a subliminal level because they know you can't be.
I don't know anyone that thinks you are.
What's that?
I don't know a single human being that thinks you're an.
Oh, there are definitely people.
I don't know anyone.
People,
I've never met anyone.
Not the people that go to your
What
show.
did you say? They go, "Oh, Louis hilarious."
Yeah,
We're like, if I said it,
but I would not have a job. I mean, it's like when I do. There's things I do on my show where I take on certain subjects, and the one way I managed when I'm doing something that's kind of controversial, what I do is I make sure that I lose. That in the story,
but whenever you're angry,
you're the rape victim.
Yes, exactly. If we're doing rape, I'm getting raped.
Smell the glove.
And you're fighting an unreasonable world. You're always fighting an unreasonable world. You're fighting with what, the hand you would doubt. And also, I like the fact you also start off, and I don't know if you do this consciously or not, but people like you because you're bringing up 2 little girls. So they know whatever you're doing, you're bringing up 2 little girls. And I think and I think people have got to like you. As an example, the Marx Brothers, right? They're the biggest things involved.
You don't have children, right?
No. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the means. The Marx Brothers, funny, everyone loved them doing stuff, right? They transferred the films, and it's sort of exhausting, okay? It's too long to be doing zany stuff. So the eventual producer-director of the best films, they came to said, listen, I can make you, so much bigger. And he said, we're putting a musical number, and we're putting a love story. So now, it's these idiots, right? But they're being idiotic and running around because they're trying to get 2 lovers together. So now everyone wants them to win because they're doing something worthwhile with their stupidity and their...
You know what, though? I hate those Marx Brothers movies. I like the earlier ones when they're just being nuts. When
I
they're
got to agree with Louis on this
disturbing.
because he won the award last night.
Strange. When they do that, and it's. I think I'm in the minority.
It's an award-winning opinion.
That's right. It is. I was given an award for having this opinion.
I think it's the humanity again because Groucho is always the underdog. Even though he thinks he's cleverer than that guy, he's getting conned. He looks, No,
that's what they were like. But when they put in the couples and had them sing to each other, and the Marx Brothers became like a B story, those love stories were synthetic, bad Hollywood love stories,
as opposed to the Marx Brothers act.
The great Marx Brothers movies like Animal Crackers that were just crazy stories that made no sense. But that were driven by this great comedy.
But you need adhesion because it's exhausting. Even like you can come out and I can watch you for an hour telling me a story. That's the human aspect. You can tell a story and I can watch you for an hour, right? If you come out and you do the best 1,000 one-liners, I'm looking at my watch after 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, when you purify comedy into just a fastball, but
I think that
there are guys. I think it's just everybody's just different. You can't, there's some people who are empathetic and personal, and there's other people who just got the jokes. Like
No
Hedberg.
Filter, his album's going to be Everybody's Just Different.
Everybody's just different.
Yeah, but the same underneath. If you turn it over. And it's just him leaning on his hands.
Leaning on his hands.
Put the same underneath. That'll be the album. Everybody's just different, and I'm wearing like a leather jacket with the collar up, like Dennis Leary in the '80s, and then on the other side, but the same underneath, folded hands.
I'll get you to tell some of the stories you told on Talking Funny, but that would ruin it.
And it's not the fault of some corporations or Donald Trump. It's like Walmart kills all small town economies. But it's not Walmart's fault. It's the fault of the people. I used to have a house in upstate New York, and there was a town that had all these beautiful old diners and general stores, and they all closed one by one because of Walmart. But it wasn't Walmart's fault. It was the people that lived in that town that don't give a about their neighbors.
But is it giving a shit?
It's the American basic consumer who's like, well, okay, I could spend 13 cents less on a mop.
Yeah.
So my neighbor. My neighbor who's had that store in his family for who's taken care. There's like a million George Bailey moments in that town's history where the whole I'll give a check to your baseball teams with names John's General Store,
right?
Yeah, like the whole community coming together to do stuff.
Yeah,
fuck that. I want to buy a Jim Carrey movie 3-pack for $7. So
the old movie theater with the Wurlitzer organ.
But think of Blockbuster Video. Now that caused a big thing because it pretty much closed down all the little mom and pop video stores,
which was a great family business.
Which was a family business and shit like that. I remember those things and having to go in and you'd have to buy a membership fee when you first get in. When it was like $100,
and that was just to try to keep the stores.
Yeah, to keep the store open. But then Blockbuster came around. Now, what do you want to do? Go into the mom and pop and wait a week for the latest release?
Yeah, why don't you? Why don't you fucking wait a little bit?
I want it now.
So fuck the family that opened that store.
Yeah.
And by the way, them that they used to think about what movies you might like. That you might walk in and they go, Anthony, you like comedies.
Anthony, we got a whole section for you.
Do you even know
Remember
who
that conversation
Francois
we had?
Tati is? And they'd show you something that we went and found this. Blockbuster would never do that for you. Them.
I agree with both of you, but
so that you can
the local,
save a little bit of money.
The local place that Ann's talking about, you had to wait for some to bring back the nice new movie.
It's out. You'd be like, it's out. It's like, what?
When is it coming back? I want to watch that fucking thing.
Again,
and then Blockbuster said, fuck
ability.
that. The Blockbuster said, look, we could just put 100 copies on the shelf.
So you're thinking the whole loyalty thing should outweigh the convenience?
Absolutely, because you're supporting somebody who is, there's a human being and a family who's living off that business, and they give a shit about you.
But
by the way, where's Blockbuster? It's
I
fucking
know,
gone, so they leave a vacuum.
You
can't rent the
delivery
fucking
now.
video anymore.
Yeah, but why would you? Digital delivery.
If there was video stores, you know why? It's like bookstores. A bookstore is not just a place where you can buy books. It's a place where somebody expresses themselves by deciding what books to put out there and what books they want to offer their community.
Right.
And that gets replaced by Barnes & Nobles, which means you get the same books that every place in the world gets. I mean, not just America.
Right.
Every bookstore has exactly the same books now. I mean, that's people don't realize what a massive... It used to be, you go to that bookstore, you're going to get some weird off-color books of this kind, or you're going to get maybe a right-wing bookstore, a left-wing bookstore. That used to be how people... And then so Barnes & Nobles comes, and the difference is a family business will hang on through the tough years if they have half a chance.
Yeah.
But a corporate business will go, oh, we're not making it $10 trillion, just pull up stakes. And they're gone. So now there's no more bookstores.
That's amazing.
Or video stores. Yeah.
No bookstores, no video stores.
Right. The big Barnes Noble on the Upper West.
But because those are predatory businesses.
Given your thinking, though, wouldn't we never progress? Like,
who's progressing? That's the
I mean with everything. Like, wouldn't we not look at the automotive business, which is horrible now, of course, because of the outsourcing and everything. But early on, there were guys working those lines. What about the technology to come in and use robots that did eliminate jobs, but it makes the car better and faster and
that's exactly the thing. These things like bookstores and video stores, they weren't improved. They were destroyed. And a book is not a car. It's not a product that needs to be perfected like a technology. It's about having a way of life.
But now you just download it on Kindle.
Yeah. No, exactly, but it's rubbed out getting out of your house and going to a bookstore and meeting the bookstore guy and other people. You used to get laid by going to bookstores. A way that people used to get laid is by going to a bookstore and standing in a section that makes you look smart. And then a chick comes around.
Yeah.
Oh, do you also like this book?
Oh, sure. I'm perusing this.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. When I grew up in Boston, and there was a place in Harvard Square called the Coffee Connection. And this was a place that was obsessed with coffee, and they had coffees from all around the world, and they'd have stuff like you'd get like a cappuccino, and they'd shave chocolate onto it, not like a canister of chocolate powder.
It took time. I mean,
they had a cheese grater and a block of chocolate, and they'd shred chocolate onto the thing for you. That's like how good it was.
You sound like my grandfather. My grandfather talking to me. You don't even understand the old
no idea.
days.
I know the point he's about to make.
You'd go to the Coffee Connection and you'd sit there like trembling, and they'd bring you this thing that would just change your life. Or they go, hey, you want to try Turkish? We have a new Turkish coffee today. It's a weird thing.
Sounds good.
Never tried it. So then Starbucks opens down the street, but this Coffee Connection hangs on. So Starbucks opens another one, like on the other side of them. Starbucks isn't doing so great that they can open another one. They're just trying to kill.
Oh, shit.
So they open like 5 within a block of the place until
Coffee Connection goes, this is getting hard. And they sell themselves. They go, let's just be at Starbucks.
Yeah.
So then Starbucks buys them and then closes the other ones. And then you're just left with just one choice. You get Starbucks.
And the quality of Starbucks is horrible.
It's
now.
okay. And the instant
was
Starbucks
all right
isn't
when they
making
first-
a profit, they'll
Yeah.
give up, and then there won't be a place to even get coffee.
Right, then we go back to having no coffee again.
No coffee.
He's right.
So
I remember
wow,
I remember the lumber stores. I remember we did a lot of
when you go
renovation
to the
on our old
lumber.
house because we had 7 kids, small house, so we were constantly adding rooms and this and that.
Mom and Pop lumber shops.
Mom and Pop.
Yeah,
I would get in the car with my dad. I remember like it was yesterday. We'd go to the local lumber guy. He knew my dad's first name. We got this for you. We made your pile. It's
Putting
all
a dormer
set.
on the house, are you? Yep. Well, you're
But I
going to
know-
need some of that. No, I'll come over here. I'll help you out. You need that for the joists.
But there was it was a social thing too, man. How are the
Yes.
kids and
Lumber
how are
stores
your
were
kids?
very
and
social.
right?
Yeah.
And then the Home Depot. It's a massive warehouse, and no one wants to help
Inhumane.
you.
You're
And
just
there's-
mad
and there's
right when you
sad
walk in.
people working there.
Right.
Yeah. The buying of the lumber is not a happy exchange. It used to be that you could say to yourself, you know what, if I invest in a good saw and I get some trucks, I could go out and get some poplar and cut it well, and people will come here and build houses with it.
Yeah.
And you go, hey, you got some nice poplar, not as good as Joe Wilson's. Yeah, well, mine is down 3 cents.
Right.
Well, I'll buy yours then. This was and by the way,
Pa
we
Ingalls.
don't improve through this.
No.
We actually don't. It's like it's what happens is the second place product always wins by being more vicious.
To
Yeah,
take
like
over
Microsoft versus Apple.
Right.
Microsoft is shit software. It's hard compared to Apple.
I know, believe me.
It's horrible, but Bill Gates is a capitalist, and he was vicious, and he fought Apple, and so for some years anyway.
Yeah.
America lived on computer technology because of his
There was a point
ambition.
where we all thought Apple was gone.
Yeah, it's
It was
VHS
dead.
versus Beta. Beta
Yep.
is still used today.
Yeah.
Beta videotape is still what most TV shows are shot on.
Yeah.
And we all watched VHS tapes because the VHS people said, we make the second best, so we're going to be cutthroat and up and pay off people and go to litigation and like sue Beta. And Beta's like, we're making the best kind. We can't even get people to buy it.
Yeah.
And so everyone gets VHS.
Unbelievable.
This is Tesla and Edison. It's
Edison
always
and Tesla, yeah.
One guy's a genius and is selling a beautiful thing. The second place guy copies it, doesn't do it as well,
and then
takes him to
fucks the
court
guy.
in every state in America and muscles him and fights him and
Ruins
outdraws
his
him.
credibility.
Gets some Texan to pay for it, and then we all have to buy the shitty product.
You're brilliant.
It's true.
So
It's
that-
the same with cars. They would be better if what you're saying was actually true.
If it was like the guys still on the assembly line.
Yeah.
or-
Your coffee story is deeply depressing.
It is what happens everywhere.
I was thinking as you were talking about that, like the Starbucks popping up are like weeds.
Yes.
Taking out the really nice crop.
Yeah,
nice
that's
flowers.
what they do.
They're
And
just,
they're only
just
interested
putting
in the
weeds all over the place
That's right.
to destroy it.
But I don't think it's as simple as that. The thing is that Ellen is not a popular person. She's kind of a rotten, smelly, awful,
when I met
stinky.
Is she not a nice lady?
Idiot. She's. I wish we were on XM so I could describe her completely.
Of course,
but I can't.
Wait, what have you heard?
The FCC cannot, would not let her be accurately described.
This is interesting.
It would be like if a cop said who shot you, and it was hard to be like, you got to take me off the air because I can't tell you.
Jimmy met her in Vegas, so this is really interesting because he got the big blow off.
She was doing something for XM, and we were out there for XM. So I was like, I'll walk up, and she was being filmed. I'm like, hey, I get my pictures with everybody. It's just what I do.
You didn't get a picture with me. I've met you twice now.
Yeah, but I'm too nervous to ask.
Okay.
So I walked up to Ellen, and I'm like, hey, I'm a comic. I'm also doing something with XM. I just wanted to get a quick picture. She's like, oh no, I can't. I'm in the middle of shooting, but she wasn't, and I wanted to spit in her face.
Yeah, she's really,
I gave her a good trashing, if that's any consolation.
Good for
She's-
you.
I know people that work for her as writers, and she's dope and mean to people.
Oh,
and
easy,
stuff
Lou,
like
on the
that.
language.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's a spoil sport.
She's a real ninny.
She's a right rotter, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a right rotter.
Yeah, she's
yes, most definitely.
They went to commercial I was reading recently, and she yelled at her writers, "Why did you write that for me?"
Yeah, she's really got gallons of.
Yeah, that had made the press last week.
Was she a good stand-up in a day?
Yes, I think she was.
Is that okay to say?
She was a good
Yes.
stand-up. Okay.
She was fine. She was all right. I know she never made me laugh really, but because she's got that way about her.
Being a leather.
Well, no, not that one. Yeah, I don't. Who cares about that? But the fact that she has this sort of MO means that people pile it on.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, look at her working. She shouldn't be working. And whatever, that story. You know what? I've had a show where I had writers, and I'd look at them and say, you guys stink, and I hate you. So the stories about how tough she is on the writers, that I take with a grain of salt because
I guess this was
there's a natural, you got to crack the whip, and also there's a natural thing where the person who's on camera is taking the hits for bad jokes.
But would you do it in front of a live audience?
What's that?
Would you do it in front of a live audience?
Oh, no,
I
never.
think that's what the story was
really?
about. Yeah, she did a joke and it sucked, and she goes, "Why would you write that for me?" And she was dead serious.
Wow, I don't know.
While they were in break.
Yeah, no, she.
You had good writers on Lucky Louie, man.
Every one of them.
It was funny, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you call lesbians in Australia?
Stiff tongues.
Stiff tongues.
Yeah.
Wow.